And welcome back to Just Awful Sports. I'm Jacob Fredericks. With me, I have Jeff Capus and Andrew Fredericks. And this week's episode is going to be something a little different than we've done before. We're going to be giving you a live draft reaction for our Just Awful Sports official team in this Superflex League. 12 teams. Dad, you want to explain more of the rules for this league?
12 teams, super flex, which means you can start two quarterbacks on your roster. So quarterbacks are pretty well valued here. Also, a little different than most drafts, two individual defensive players, which doesn't sound like a lot when you look at the points, but it really can add up during the week. So no starting tight end needed, no kicker needed. So tight ends count the same as receivers.
Yeah, with a minute and a half out till the draft. Jeff, what are you looking for going into this first round of this draft?
Well, with Superflex, as you mentioned, quarterbacks are at an extreme high premium because you can throw them into one of your flex positions, and they definitely score better than most wide receivers and running backs and tight ends. So you definitely want to load up on at least two, but you do want to probably get that third quarterback, especially in a 12-teamer. There aren't 36 starting quarterbacks, so you want to try and get that third quarterback for bye weeks, so that you can cover that flex position there.
Huh? And as we look out with about less than a minute here, we have the number 4 overall pick. So I'm thinking going into this draft, as we kind of discussed in the pre-show here, that we will be taking a quarterback here, one of our top 4. It should be obviously will be there with the number, so it'll either be Allen, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, or Joe Burrow, one of those 4. We will be taking. And when do you look to get that second quarterback?
Yeah, I look a little bit early as well. We'll see what's available in round 2, but probably before round 4, you want to have one of the top 18 quarterbacks as your second quarterback, and usually that's about where the 18th quarterback goes, is right around the end of round 4. So as long as we can pick up someone like a Goff, a Lawrence for a second guy, I'd probably be pretty happy.
As only 45 seconds in between picks here, so this one should go pretty quickly.
Yes.
Unless they have to pause the draft like most of your leagues.
And
As Jaden
Josh
Daniels
Allen
goes number
goes.
1. Or Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen
goes
goes
1.
first.
Oh, that's next available. Sorry, looking in the wrong spot. Looking at the wrong screen. There we go. Yes. Feel like if you have the second pick, you should know where you are going with this pick. Does not
Yeah, well,
shouldn't really take too long, but I am not.
hope he doesn't go on. All right, there goes Lamar.
All right, Lamar's off the board, so it will either be Jaden Daniels or Joe Burrow. One of the two.
This is kind of how we expected it to go run.
Yeah, no shocks so far.
And it will be
Oh,
either Jaden
Oh,
Daniels or
Jamar Chase. All right.
Okay.
all
So,
right.
That answers our question. So I think we're going with.
Are we good with Jaden Daniels,
are we
or
good
we
with
want
Jaden
Joe
Daniels?
Burrow? What do we think?
I have Jaden Daniels ranked slightly higher because of the rushing yards. I do love Joe Burrow this year.
I think the rushing yards will get Daniels over just enough points every week that you could throw him in there.
We're pulling the trigger.
I think so. Let's do
Jaden
it.
Daniels, here we go.
And so Jaden Daniels is just awful sports first round pick quarterback. Definitely would not have taken him in the first round last year. He was kind of a question mark coming into the year, but this year he will be a top 5 quarterback. Hopefully the number 1 quarterback for us would be lovely. But
And
as if we want to talk about our team last year, how does the team last year, how we taking lessons from last year and moving them into this year as we're going into this draft?
Well, obviously, winning it all is helpful. But we got very lucky with our quarterback selections last year because we did take Josh Allen very early. Ended up with two very good quarterbacks in Baker Mayfield and Bo Nix as our 2 and 3. So that certainly helped quite a bit.
definitely. And towards the end of the season, we made, like, I think we made all the right moves. We kind of mixed and matched our individual defensive players. We picked the right, second quarterback each week. Excuse me. Drake London came on strong for us. Trey McBride, was just another wide receiver for us, and he came on strong, with 100+ catches. I mean, we just hit all the bases.
So just to recap the last few picks: B. John Robinson, Saquon Barkley, and Jameer Gibbs go off the board pretty early, which is pretty much expected. I think once the top few quarterbacks go off the board, you're expected to see the top running backs going off the board. So as we're not quite close to our second round pick yet, but as we are approaching our second round pick, what are we looking for in the second round here? Are we looking to go with a top-ish running back, or do we risk it? Do we risk it? Go with the top quarterback? What are we looking at here?
I think with a full PPR, let's check out the top wide receiver that's available.
Yep.
I know running backs are going to be a little bit harder, thin later, but I see running backs that are decent that are generally available in those rounds 3, 4, 5. So I think we're going to look. I would prefer to look towards top wide receiver if there is one available.
Yeah, and then McCaffrey goes there 9. McCaffrey's been falling in quite a few of the drafts that I've been in. I've gotten him at 10 in multiple drafts. Any thoughts on his slippage? Obviously, it's due to the injuries, but do you think
It's just a risk.
Yeah.
There's the risk of re-aggravating any of that stuff that he had going on last year. I mean, I've been reluctant to take him very high. If he falls to us like a second round area, maybe, but yeah, for where he's going, it's too much of a risk for me.
Yeah. And another player, so as we're looking at receivers here that I've seen fall in multiple drafts. I mean, you and I had it at an 8-team league, and he fell to I think probably the fifth round. Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors has fallen in quite a few drafts. Now that league's a little different. It's non PPR, which is ridiculous. No league should be zero PPR, but yeah, Neighbors has been falling quite a bit in some of these drafts. That from what I've seen, so it'll be interesting to see if that continues in this draft or if he kind of stays above ground there.
Yeah, the 12th. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're probably going to say the same thing I am, Jeffy. 12th team just went CeeDee Lamb, Nico Collins, back to back.
Yeah, I think Nico Collins is going to be great. I think it's actually more of a risk. I've been kind of reluctant to take Collins with his injury history, along with I as much as I think CJ Stroud is underrated this year, and we'll probably talk about this later when we're looking at third quarterbacks. I have to be more convinced by him after this year, especially with the running back situation not being great. Is he going to be able to rely on just Nico Collins? Is he going to be able to spread the ball around a little bit more with some of those other weapons?
So we got 5 picks, guys. We're looking AJ Brown, Puka. I mean, this is a solid grouping, I think.
Yeah. What's the running back situation look like for on the way back, or even quarterbacks that are coming back on the way back?
If this gets to us in the second round, I think we have to take Joe Burrow. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I don't see him falling. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen.
We got what, 5 more picks?
5 more picks until it's
I don't.
There's no way he falls to us.
I'll die of shock.
Yeah, no, I think pick 5, team 5 is probably going to grab him well before. There goes
Neighbors.
Wow, I am surprised.
Yeah, I kind of like what I'm seeing in the running back. We can probably get on the way back there.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, assuming we don't get the second quarterback here, but
interesting.
I'm trying to need to be able to see the drafted players in a bigger window than what
draft results. Click on the draft results.
No, I've got it up on my screen too.
Okay, gotcha.
Henry's gone.
Okay, 3 more. There goes Joe Burrow. Okay,
so there was 0 chance of that.
Yeah. So, of the 3 receivers that are at the top there, even 4 receivers, which ones do we like the best? I mean, Drake London got it for us last year. He's a little bit higher rate here than I've seen him on some draft boards, but
yeah, I like him. I like Brian Thomas Jr.
I love Brian Thomas Jr. I have multiple shares.
Yeah, the only downside to Brian Thomas Jr. is how much is Travis Hunter going to take from him? I don't know.
And we are looking at Travis Hunter later on as well. Okay, we're
all
up.
right, Brock Purdy's gone. All right, so we are up. It is time for one of those two, right? Are we talking
Yep.
about Drake London and Brian Thomas?
Yes,
I
we are.
believe so. That's what we're talking about. Dad, your vote?
Hold on. Mine says Drake London is expected to get 268. Brian Thomas 247.
That is what
Yep.
I am seeing as well.
And
So
then
I think-
how much time do we have?
19 seconds.
19 seconds.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Drake London and Brian.
You got 7.
This one says Brian Thomas Jr. is 212 to 210. So
Okay, we went with Brian Thomas Jr.
Sorry,
This stressful clock here is
Yes.
really
we got to be a little quicker. Got to be a little
Sorry.
quicker.
just for any of your future drafts. For those still watching,
Yeah,
Don't do
have
that.
commissioner once. 45 seconds in between is quick.
yeah.
It
Also,
was
yeah, if you're the
quick.
commissioner, please a minute, at least
right.
a minute. It should be a minute and 30 seconds.
Now, keep
For
in
early
mind, we
rounds.
may end up being able to get London coming back.
That's true.
Otherwise,
Kyler
I
just
still
went.
see
There's
guys like
London.
Jonathan Taylor. I see Puka Nakua. I see.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I love Josh Jacobs. I really like Chase Brown this year because I don't think he has anybody really backing him up. I kind of want to stay away from Achan because I don't trust his calf.
Yeah, it's just injuries.
I don't disagree at all.
He's got to stay on the field. You can't. That's what I sent you guys. We'll talk about this a little bit later in the episode, but there was definitely a just awful moment of the week that we were discussing in our pre-show earlier this morning.
Yeah.
That in relation to a guy who has Devon Achane on his team.
We're up next.
All right. Okay.
So I see.
I like both of those options there.
Is Bo Nix still available?
He is.
Yes. We're on the clock.
Puka's gone. So it comes down to Chase Brown, AJ Brown, Jonathan Taylor. Taylor's not bad. Taylor throws you a decent.
We can't do Bo Nix because he has a week 12 bye week.
Okay, there you go.
So I think Taylor probably, right?
I'm looking at Taylor as probably our best option. Here.
I like this. Yeah,
okay.
I like it.
Do we
All
have
in favor? Say aye.
So
Aye.
So that's an anchor running back. Now we can hammer quarterback, hammer wide receiver in a full PPR.
Yep.
And we'll come back and get a second running back later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially we can get a lot of times in those later rounds. You can get some pass catching running backs who are going to be on the field on third down. That may get you those extra points that you need. I mean, we saw last year in this league. We need as many extra points as we can get. I mean, we were the most scored against team in the league. So it's points are important no matter where you are. So anyone that can get you points there, but I think Jonathan Taylor will be very helpful as long as they just need the quarterback play to be competent. They don't even have to be good. It just has to be somewhat competent. And Taylor will have another 1,200 yard season easily. As Kyron Williams goes there, Chase Brown. A little bit more of a run on running backs. Good thing. I think it's a good thing we got ours where we did.
Let's look at the board here.
Sure. Nice little draft board here on Yahoo Fantasy.
So the number 1 team took Allen and Baker and then Bowers for his first 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes Bo. Bo gone.
All right. While we're doing in between drafts, I just thought about this great idea. Let's talk about some of the NFL games just for the week. It's week 1. This episode will be coming out probably right before the game on tomorrow night, Thursday night. So if someone else wants to pull up all the games because someone else's phone battery is a little low on looking at the games, but we can start off with the Thursday night game, Dallas versus Philadelphia. What are we looking for in that game? Who do we think is going to win?
Win is very easy. It's going to be Philadelphia. very curious to see how Dallas's run game goes, especially since um, I know Jeffy. I think you got a couple of shares of Alfred, is it Alfred Blue? Um, I just
Jaden
traded
Blue.
away Jaden Blue. Thank you, Alfred Blue. You remember? You know who I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
going back a few years. I'm dating
Yeah.
myself.
Hmm.
But I'm curious to see what Philadelphia does. Are they gonna just run Barkley ragged? Are they gonna throw a little more? Are they gonna sub in Will Shipley a little? I'm anxious to see what happens.
Yeah, I have few at least a few shares. Thank you. Um, at least a few shares of Jalen Hurts there. I think Hurts is going to be it's going to be interesting to see how good he's going to be with Barkley. Obviously, taking some quite a bit of the load in Philadelphia, and if Hurts can replicate what he's been doing the last couple of years. Uh but I have many players in this game. CeeDee Lamb. I have Dak Prescott in a few leagues. It's gonna be quite an interesting game, but Philadelphia will come out on top. Jeff, any thoughts?
Look, I think Dallas is going to be struggling defensively with the trade they made. They're going to be throwing a lot. I'm looking for maybe a little bit of CD Lamb, but Philly's defense is too tough, and Philly's going to win that one.
All right. So as we are approaching, we have 7 picks left until ours. What are we looking for here in this round? Seems to
So
be another quarterback.
quarterbacks that are remaining, I see Fields, I see May, I see Caleb Williams, I see Herbert. I think we probably need to pick up one of those guys
Yeah, I would concur.
before we end up in the McCarthy, Goff, Lawrence range.
Yeah, I would agree. Hopefully, one or two of those guys will fall. What are order of those guys that we like?
I kind of like the order that it's here. I like May and Caleb in that order,
Okay,
but
I'd say
I can be swayed.
I could def.
Yeah.
I'll
Where's
definitely throw.
Fields on Where's Fields on this list, or did somebody just take him?
He
He's
just
already
got
gone.
taken.
Okay, gotcha.
Just,
Yeah.
Okay.
so Justin
I
Fields
did not
is
see it.
gone. I mean, Fields for the rushing yards would have been great because his rushing yards alone will get you 10, 12 points a week.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of those guys is going to be gone with TBD right now in this pick. He does not have a quarterback yet.
Really?
So
And TBD's the guy running this league.
yes. So yeah, and some more advice. Always scout what your opponents have so you're prepared for your pick. You don't want to be if you know if you're you know your opponent's struggling on running back and you really need it and you're looking at running backs, you may want to look a little bit lower on the list because
Yeah.
guys ahead of you are going to take instead of being shocked when the clock runs out.
So we know, like, this guy at 1, he needs a running back. Not that that's going to
Yeah.
matter to us, but
So does Roller Blitz at 3. So it may behoove us to take a running back first and then grab a second quarterback on the way back.
What is the running back situation?
So
Dad, if you
right
pull that
now,
up, please.
Right now, I'm looking at. I see Cook. I see Hall. Oh, did Cook go?
I
Cook
think
is still available. Oh no, Cook just went.
Okay,
Right.
Cook and then Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
That's one of my personal favorites as
So
we talked about last year.
So running back wise, I see. I see Kenneth Walker. I see Travion Henderson as the top, and Brees Hall I see as the top 2 or 3.
I also am looking at the list. I'm seeing Chuba Hubbard, Kamara, and James Conner.
Yeah, those are all unsexy guys who their ceiling is not super high. They're going to get you your steady, a normal amount of points. But in this one, I think if we go for upside, that's the way we get those high scoring weeks. You know.
Yeah. So what is our first selection? Is it Henderson, Hall? As we are on
Kittle's
the clock now.
So
I like Henderson. I'm a fan of Henderson.
I was thinking Travion Henderson as well.
All right. We're not even gonna waste time. Look at us.
Quarterback on the way back.
Yep. All right. So, Daddy, if you want to pull up the quarterbacks, please, because I am looking at your screen.
You know, we just totally jacked our strategy of having a single going hero running back. We should have gone wide receiver.
Well, we make adjustments as we go through the draft. I want to talk about this because I made this mistake in one of my previous drafts. For my worst, I think, as I posted on my Instagram somewhere, my worst draft in 10 years. Uh, I took Jamar Chase in the first round because 1, 2, 3, 4 went running back, running back, running back, running back. I couldn't justify getting McCaffrey that early, so I went Jamar Chase. And then like 4 or 5 rounds later, T Higgins fell all the way down, and T Higgins is my wide receiver too. So I have both Chase and Higgins as my wide receivers, which to me, I don't want to say I panicked a little bit, and then went Devontae Adams the next round, and kind of I wasn't super happy with the way the team ended up turning out. So we can avoid mistakes like that. But this is not as bad of a mistake because I think Henderson has that kind of upside that Devontae Adams doesn't.
Yeah, I
Any
think the
thoughts?
running backs are going to get taken
Our
pretty soon.
Yeah, well, our second receiver needs to be a lot better, and they are dropping. I think we've missed the boat on a lot of good 2 wide receivers.
There goes Marv.
Yeah, see, we're starting to get into that 2 area.
Jameson Williams, Ted McMillan, Cortland Sutton. I'm just looking at the range of where we might be
Garrett Wilson.
drafting again.
Are we still thinking quarterback? I think we kind of have to, right? Because
it comes down to May or
Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as both of the guys in front of us do not take them, then we'll get one of the 2 guys we like.
Do we want 2 Patriots? Do we trust the Patriots offense each week?
Yeah. I do. But you take it. But which offense do you trust more, the Patriots or the Chicago Bears? I know Ben Johnson's there, but
I mean, he's got a lot of weapons there in Chicago.
Yeah. Well,
right, there goes Drake May. That solved that.
That made that easier.
So
there goes
Caleb
Justin
Williams.
Herbert.
So
Yeah,
that
I
made
think
that
that's the right call.
Everyone in favor? Say aye.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that has to happen.
Yep. All right. So now we're definitely going to be looking at wide receiver coming up pretty soon here.
We have to hammer wide receiver all day long now, because in a full PPR with all these flexes, that's where you're going to get the biggest.
So here's a thought. Yep, that's exactly where I was going, Dad. Thank you for clicking on that. I believe.
I mean, obviously, anybody above. I'm just thinking down the line.
If you want to look at a second receiver, a guy that I think may be worth the upside, maybe Travis Hunter.
Well,
he's going to get that.
We throw him into a defensive position, and I am very happy.
Yeah, but he'll still get the wide receiver points as a wide receiver 3, but not in that slot. So that's what I'm thinking. If we desperately need a receiver, and we're not quite getting one, Travis Hunter might not be the worst option to look. And thank you for queuing him up.
I'm going to queue him just because maybe there'll be a sound when he goes away.
Yeah,
that would be bad. Yeah, but I like Sutton. I've got him in a bunch. I like McMillan. I've got him in a bunch, and I like Calvin Ridley.
I like Calvin Ridley. I'm convinced by Cam Ward, so I mean he'll have time to develop, but I think Tennessee's going to look a little bit more dynamic on offense this year, and it's going to start with Calvin Ridley. As Jameson Williams goes there, it's a little bit of a reach
early for him, I would say.
Yeah, a little bit of a reach compared to the guys above, especially compared to the guys above him.
Well, his first receiver is a second receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his first receiver.
Well, I see? I would have still gone. I mean, I guess I think everyone down here is pretty much a wide receiver too. Yeah,
I 100% disagree.
Except Ridley.
Calvin Ridley's a 1. Tetro McMillan's a 1.
Yeah. Not.
Metcalf is a 1.
Metcalf is a 1.
Metcalf's a 1. Yeah.
X-Worthy for the first 6 weeks is a 1.
Cortland
Sutton is 100% a 1.
Yeah.
Chris Olave's a 1.
Olave's a 1. Olave's a 1, but Olave as a 1 with that offense is still a 2.
True. I'm not drafting a Saint.
Me neither.
At all possible.
I have Kamara in one league because I had to get a third running back. I had to get one. He's on my bench. He's not playing. He's not starting this week. He will not be joining.
Jeffy's an old-time Saints fan. Jeffy had a Saints jersey well before they became good.
I was a Saints fan in 1987. 87 when they drafted George Rogers, number 1 overall.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that was actually.
George
I think that was
Rogers.
like 1984.
Is that the Bobby Abear years?
Once they had him, then later they got Bobby Abear after the
Hmm.
USFL folded and Bobby Abear left the Michigan Panthers.
Wow.
Ooh,
I had a Michigan Panthers pennant forever.
you're not supporting the new Michigan Panthers, there, Dad?
No, 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 no.
Hmm.
They don't. No,
They don't impress you the same way.
no. I gotta kind of keep.
Metcalf,
I'll go with the license plates.
McCarthy, wide receivers are going off the board. I don't think Hunter's the worst possible option here.
Now
Yeah,
remember,
but
we
he's
have
not going to
Brian
fill our
Thomas
wide
too.
receiver spot.
That's
So
true.
I think
Okay.
we filled a wide receiver spot.
And then get him on the way back, possibly.
Although
We do have Brian
three
Thomas.
has 2 receivers, 1 and 2 have 2 receivers. Yeah, but with the flex positions, they're very valuable.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's not
KJ
the. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think it might be just a smidge early.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. So there goes like that third quarterback range that where we were looking earlier, but
He's got to go receiver here. He's only got 1, and there you go.
Zay Flowers, okay.
Well, I'm glad he
I-
took him because I'm not.
Yeah,
not
me
wow,
and
Brees
you were
Hall. I
talking.
didn't realize Brees Hall made it that far.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers he's an interesting one. I've tended to stay away from him in a lot of drafts, just because
Okay.
Derrick Henry and Lamar just take a bulk of the load.
All right, 2 picks,
All right,
Jacob.
2 picks.
Yep.
I mean,
Ridley, Sutton. Scroll back up, Dad, please, so I can look.
I like. See, I don't want Pickens. He's a 2. I don't want Waddle. He's a 2.
Okay.
I look at McMillan, Ridley, or Sutton as one that I would try to take.
all
We are
right.
on the clock.
Pickens is
Pickens
gone.
gone, so that's good.
I
How do you
love
guys feel about
Sutton.
this?
I think
I
I
do
go Sutton.
too.
I don't have a share of him yet. I want one because I think he's gonna have a great year.
I do too.
Sutton.
Sutton.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Sutton it is.
As we go with Cortland Sutton here, in which round was this? 6, 7,
That was
6.
6. So round 6, Cortland Sutton. That's not bad from where we're doing, especially in this. He's a wide receiver 1. Is our wide receiver 2. He could absolutely have a kind of year that breaks it. Breaks him in.
Now we got
So now-
6 picks before us.
So do we look at what we have queued up, or are we look at somewhere different? Are we still too early for him, or? Sorry, I know we talked about this in the pre-draft show that
I mean, this
Hunter's
is-
our
this is-
first choice IDP for sure.
This is a wild card. I'd still like Ridley. I mean, if Ridley's there, I mean, that's still a wide receiver 1.
yeah. I also I mean
And
McMillan
McMillan.
McMillan's
Yeah.
a PPR. He's going to be a PPR machine. I think they're going to target him a lot.
I agree.
But the Travis Hunter thing is so intriguing.
It's intriguing.
It's so tempting.
But we
'cause
already
he's
have
got-
Brian Thomas.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know that's the problem.
but he's you could put him as
Yeah,
wouldn't
put
look
him as a
bad.
defensive player.
Yeah, he's a defensive. That's what I'm saying. That's not going to look as bad. We can have a defensive play. Well, there goes McMillan.
Okay.
So that scratches that off the list.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather someone just either take Hunter or take Ridley. That gives us an easy. It makes the decision in the next round a hell of a lot more easy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Buka.
There goes RJ
is
Harvey.
interesting.
And there goes Travis Hunter.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so
Okay.
now we're screwed. Now it's probably going to be Ridley at this point, right? Or
Yeah.
Buka.
I do like Ibuka.
He's a 2 though. Let's take a 1 for our 1
Yeah.
for our third receiver. Let's take a 1. My
But not
opinion.
a Saint. So I'd say Ridley and then Worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Concur.
Concurred.
yeah. I can live with that.
Less. less
No, so the next two picks are
Yeah,
both
they're
of those
listening
guys.
to this podcast. Those mother.
Yeah. So this is why we don't live stream the podcast, folks. This will never be live streamed. just
Thank you
because
for.
no one can take our idea. So we will get either Worthy or Ridley as Waddle goes in 74.
Yeah, I didn't want him.
I didn't either, and I love the Dolphins, and I still couldn't do it.
Well, if their quarterback can't stay in the field, they're never going to have a good offense. Even when he was on the field, they weren't great last year. But if he if Tua doesn't stay on the field, they will not win any football games.
You know, I give Quinn Ewers look pretty good in the preseason, but he's not. I don't think he's for that offense. I think they need to get rid of McDaniel and get an offense that's tailored to him. But all right,
DJ Moore. So Worthy Ridley.
That's he's got my vote.
I vote Ridley as well. Dad.
we are making it so.
Okay. So Calvin Ridley. That's another one. That's 3 wide receiver ones that we have here. As he took forever to click the button, but good job, Dad.
Hey, you got to be sure.
There were still 20 seconds left.
You got to be
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So now we have the pretty much the starting roster. But that if you want to go to quarterback, I think we should consider looking at what the third quarterback range is looking like right now. Not necessarily drafting one, but at least looking to see what they're.
I'd be okay with Bryce Young as
I don't
a
mind Bryce Young
3
either.
or Michael Penix. Jeffy, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm good with Penix as a 3, and I'm good with Cam Ward as a 3.
Oh, I like
Scroll
the
down a
upside
little
there.
bit. Yeah, scroll down a little bit. And let's take a look at. I mean, Dart's not going to start yet, but eventually.
Joe
Yeah.
Flacco,
Elite quarterback Joe Flacco.
elite quarterback
No,
Joe
no,
Flacco.
no, no.
Our favorite quarterback on Just Awful Sports, Mr. Joe Flacco,
We need somebody that's going to be
on the
in
field for the
there
entire
by the
season.
time. Well, no, but somebody that's going to be in there by the time our bye weeks hit, because that's when we need him. We don't need him for the first few. So the upside to a guy like Cam Ward is interesting to me. And same with Penix, and Bryce Young has some upside too.
Yeah.
And they both of these guys work with the bye weeks well with our 2 quarterbacks, which
Okay.
we also have to remember.
Consider, yeah. DeAndre Swift goes there. So there's a Friday game this week, guys. I was looking at the schedule. There's a Friday game. There's Chiefs, the Chargers, I believe. I'm assuming we all 3 agree on who's going to win that game.
The Bears.
Yep, right, exactly, always. But any thoughts going into that Friday night matchup, as we have to check our lineups once again Friday morning just to double check any possible injuries or anything. Any thoughts going into a Friday game?
There's a lot of fantasy implications. I don't know what to expect out of the Chargers offense. They're supposed to run the ball. I've got a lot of shares of O'Marion Hampton. I hope he's like a Henry. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, Kansas City's going to win the game. Their offense is at the beginning of the year is always right on cue. So there probably won't be a lot of running opportunities. So, fade him a little bit, but if you got to start him, you got to start him.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, I like Hampton. I think. I mean, you got to start Worthy. You got to start Mahomes. I think you have to start Kelsey and see where it gets you.
Yeah. I think Kelsey's gonna have a little bit of a rebound year here.
I agree. And Lad McConkey for the Chargers. Is a stud.
Yeah. I think Kelsey's gonna have a little bit better of a year.
Okay.
I think they just struggled to get him the football last. I think Mahomes struggled quite a bit last year too. I think Mahomes is gonna have a much better year than what he was producing at least fantasy wise last year. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be putting up those numbers that he had when Tyreek was his wide receiver 1, but I think he'll for sure be putting up better numbers to get back in that top 6 quarterback conversation, even though he's already kind of there. But that get back into that top tier of quarterbacks, I think, this year. And I think if he does, Kelsey will benefit from it because that is and will always be his favorite target.
So there goes Cam Ward.
And Bryce Young is gone too.
Yeah,
Bryce Young went a few picks ago.
Yeah, well, we're good though.
What do we have? Can you go to quarterbacks, Dad?
Penix. And what do you guys think here? I mean, it's probably not going to get there, but he's still a 1 for a running back
for now
for now.
until the best
Who's
running
he?
back.
Who are you looking at? Where are you
Tyrone
Tyrone
going?
Tracy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that, except I think we still need more wide receivers.
Okay, let's go. Like Rome and Dunze. Diggs, Judy, this is a 1.
Judy's a 1.
Judy is a 1. We like
And he
ones.
gets catches.
Ones in fantasy football are 10s in real life.
Oh, we
And
have 45 seconds.
45 seconds for Penix or Judy.
I think I would probably take that third quarterback.
yeah,
I
next,
agree.
And then if Judy's there on the way back, we can do that. Otherwise, we.
So he has a bye week 5. So does Caleb Williams.
I don't think that worries me because things change between week 1 and week 5.
Okay. Ready?
we can always pick up. Yep. Well, we got 8 seconds, so we got to kind of make the pick here. But so Penix, we'll go with Penix. We'll figure it out. And worst comes to worst, we have to drop somebody. We pick up a quarterback for a week.
There's always trades too, guys.
Yep.
If he lights it up in the first 3 weeks.
Speaking of trades, actually, we'll talk about this after our next pick. We only have
That's
we only have
a
5
good
picks
idea.
in between.
That's
We'll talk about this after our next pick, but we will talk about our just awful moment of the week. Be on the lookout for that. So we're thinking receiver here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we
Judy's
could take him because that's 6 weeks away.
Rasheed
Yeah.
Rice. Well, we don't have to because he just got taken. Good call, Dad.
Done.
There you go.
Makes that job a
More.
hell of a lot easier.
I mean, 3 picks. I'm 1, 2. I mean, Pittman Jr. is a 1 still. A little far down.
I refuse to have Pippen Jr. unless it's a little bit later because no, I'm not very. I had him on my team last year, and that dude did nothing. He did nothing for me.
All right, so I think it's between Diggs and Judy since we only got 2 picks. Oh, okay. Diggs or
ETN,
Judy?
Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, I've got 1 share of Judy elsewhere because I got him so late. What round are we in?
The problem is Diggs hasn't played yet. That's my only problem.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's going to be behind, and they're going to throw a lot.
And they have right now, to be honest, they have a couple competent quarterbacks. I think who can get the job done. We've talked about this in other episodes, but
So here's I'm gonna throw this out 30 seconds. Roma Dunze has the upside. They're same tier but upside versus Judy being
we can
question mark.
we can also double up with Caleb if on the weeks that we play. We are starting Caleb Williams, and if we have to start Romo Dunze.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I think with the
that's
Dunze.
fine. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So going back to what we were talking about, our just awful moment of the week. Dad, you want to read the trade that I sent you earlier? I sent these two guys a potential trade of one of my buddies who was calling in. Sebastian from Nogales had this question about trades and would like to know how.
So he
how to
was
best
being
manage it.
offered. He was being offered David Njoku and Jacoby Myers to give up Ashton Genty. And Jeff and I believe we said, pardon our French, it was a shitty pick, and Jeff said beyond shitty.
Yeah, I mean that's insulting if you offer somebody a trade of 2 pieces of garbage for a top 5 pick. Like, don't even make that trade. Don't even offer that. It's just insulting. So,
that's the just awful moment of the week.
So yeah, and if somebody offers you something, you have a question, send it to
questions at justawfulsports.com. That's JUSTAWFFL sports.
Questions at justawfulsports.com. We will get back to you as an email along with talking about it on the podcast. But make sure to please tune into the podcast, even if we do reply on email. We would like We like
While we're
your.
looking at wide receivers, guys, did he just go? He just went. I was just gonna say Cooper Cup, and someone just took him.
Well, so that makes that. What, Daddy? You want to look at running backs just to see what we're
Yeah,
what we're
I,
looking at?
I
I
think
think
we
we've had
can
a few
now. Yeah, now
receivers.
that we've got four, we've got a good set of receivers plus flex. I think we can now look at our next.
I
running back.
think Eckler's okay for PPR. Jerome
Scroll down
Ford's
a
the
little bit,
starter.
but he's going to share carries with Samson. And there's a guy down there that we all like, but I don't know if for this league he's a good fit for the team. Scattaboo, I don't think he's a great. I don't know if I don't know if he's a great fit for this particular team, but guess we'll find out in a few picks here. Obviously, Trey Benson's good, but I feel like Trey Benson's that next tier a little bit. I feel like there's a little bit of a tier above him right now with some of the guys
Yeah.
that are available. With Stevenson, who's going to get
Krosky,
still
Merritt,
some carries.
Jeff,
Caleb Johnson.
what does your tiering look like, Jeffy?
Right now, Caleb Johnson is the next up. I don't see he's gone. Do you?
Nope, right here.
He is not gone. He's right there. I'm a big fan of Caleb Johnson this
Yeah,
year.
Caleb. He's my next up, followed by Jordan Mason.
Yeah, I think Jordan Mason takes over at some point because Aaron Jones inevitably will get
Won't be
dinged
getting
up.
hurt.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. So I think we kind of look there, and we've already covered our quarterbacks pretty well. So I don't know when we pull the trigger on an IDP either. Travis Hunter would have been nice, but we were
Wasn't a priority.
Yeah.
As there goes Caleb Johnson
There goes a defense.
and the first IDP other than
Yep.
Travis Hunter.
That's right.
Okay, so that may tell us what the range that we're looking at, what guys in the league are thinking.
There goes another defensive player.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're on defensive players.
So what, Dad? If you want to go to IDPs, can you look at linebackers? Can we split it specifically to
No,
linebackers?
it's just defensive players.
Okay. So we kind of discussed this in the pre. We kind of discussed this in the pre-show.
Linebackers, you're looking like Zach Bond, Zaire Franklin, Roquan Smith are your top three. You got
Mac. I don't. Maybe as a second IDP. I don't know where he's at. Mac Wilson might be an interesting option. I think the Cardinals linebackers last year, both of the two of them. Now one of them left were outstanding against the run. But
Yeah, well, I mean, I look at Zach Bond. He was getting us 10. Then there goes Franklin. He was giving us 10, 12 points a game easy. And who was the guy from Atlanta that we had that was a freaking monster? Remember that guy?
Ellis.
Caden Ellis.
Yeah. He was a monster.
I'm just gonna put these guys in the queue so we have them.
Yeah, if we can get stick. I know it's usually you want to have a different team sometimes, but I mean a championship team with two defensive players who won us a championship is not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the worst option there.
And Roquan was not bad.
No, he was
We
not.
had him in there until he got hurt.
Yeah,
Yep.
his injuries are killers. But
There goes Jordan Mason. I lean towards a running back on this pick and then defender on the way back.
okay,
Yeah,
what do we
what do you
think of
guys-
running backs?
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I've
agree.
heard a lot of Bill Krosky over there in Washington. I feel like he's
You're a
been
little close
he
to
was
the mic,
listed as
Jacob.
yeah, he was listed as I think the fourth running back on the depth chart this week.
Yeah,
So,
we don't
he's
trust
been-
depth charts. Though.
No, I know. I'm just basing it off what his IDP has been in recent weeks. It's gone way up, and he's still listed as RB4. So I don't know if that's a guy we want, but we're up in one pick, so we kind of have to make a decision coming up pretty soon. Hopefully, this guy takes his time with his pick.
What do you think here, Jeffrey?
Well, again, I'm looking. Well, Tank Bigsby's still out there too, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Javonte Williams is starting.
Yeah.
But we don't know for how long. You've got here we go, Sam Matlock. Boy, let me look at the rest of what these guys got. He's got to go running back after us. So, what do you guys? You were hearing bad things about Caleb Johnson? Is that what I heard?
No. Caleb Johnson's off the board, but
Oh, is
It
he?
was
Where'd
we're
he
talking
go?
about Bill. Yeah, we're talking.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I missed him. I thought he was the next guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bigsby.
Eckler's gone.
Yeah,
Bigsby.
Yeah, that's either him or Trey Benson. I think is where I'm at.
What do you
I
think?
think we go. I think we go Bigsby. I think he's going to share more carries than Benson. I think Benson's going to get some carries, but we got 5 seconds and Benson's too
There we
far
go.
down. So we will be
Yep.
going with. Okay. Yep. Any commissioners, as we said earlier in the draft, please set the fucking timer for. Excuse my language.
Ah,
Please set it. Wait up 10 seconds. We'll get the 10-second rule. Please set the timer for more than 45 seconds. Jesus, that will
I
be
don't
cut
think
out
they
of the video.
expected people to be trying to podcast live drafting and trying
Yeah,
to talk.
how dare
not
they?
quite.
Yeah. So on the way back, I mean, we could look at defensive player at
Are
this
we
point.
looking individual defensive player, or
Oh, you
do we
could.
not care
You know,
about
that's
team defensive player?
you could take the top defense off the board, which is
They're really good. They are
Denver's my
really good.
favorite.
And a
Denver's
week
100% my
12
favorite.
bye.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
my
even
favorite.
better.
All right, let's see what we got. There goes Roquan. Ah, somebody is listening.
Hmm.
They are. Yeah, they are.
Hey, yeah, this is meaning we're getting bigger here. We're getting bigger, guys. Yeah, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, along with Twitter. We will be posting more on Twitter coming up in the coming weeks, but mainly look at TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, of course, and listen on Spotify as well at Just Awful Sports. It'd be the same name, and all of them you'll see the nice, beautiful logo made by our sponsor, Cheese Louise Pizza. As as we will, yeah, just make sure you follow us. We're gonna be pushing out some more content this year. We're gonna give you some more fantasy advice. Yeah, if you have any questions, obviously we told you what email to put up. Questions at justawfulsports.com. As what's for the last pick there, Dad? I can't really see.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
Okay.
So the other thing to think about before our pick is we can look to Ramondre Stevenson as a pseudo handcuff. They're sharing, but he's a pseudo handcuff if something happens to Henderson. Or Taylor's backup, which is was that
DJ Giddens.
Yeah, so we can look at that for a very late one. Nobody's going to grab him early, I don't think.
Yeah.
But
No.
that's just an idea so that we can start focusing on these defensive players, wide receivers, and defense.
Yeah, and for those, oh wow, Hawkins! I didn't realize Hawkins. I keep forgetting about the tight ends.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Yeah,
Are everybody okay with Denver's defense?
I think you pull it.
Yes. Good. No debate there. Denver's defense. You got to get the best defense off the board. If you're gonna go defense early, you have to get the best one. I mean, they were
And
pretty
and
They
it's a
were.
week 12 bye that we
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about it. Let's set it and forget it for 12 weeks. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we watched those games last year. That Denver defense, with the exception of the Cincinnati game, was dominant. Dominant. And the Cincinnati game was because the Cincinnati offense is really that good. Just their defense is maybe the worst defense in the National Football League.
so let's cue some people. We got time. We got 15 picks. Ooh. Ah.
What? You looking at
So
Ollie
Ollie
Gordon?
Gordon backing up the
H-Chan?
Achan.
Yeah, I'm not down with drafting someone else's handcuff before our own.
True, that's a good
True.
point. Let's see.
So are we gonna? When are we looking at those IDPs? Are we looking at IDPs next, or are we?
Yeah, I think we can, Jeff. I think we can afford to look at an IDP next, right? We got 3 bench
Yeah.
and 2 IDPs left. I love the no kicker thing, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes. We at Just Helpful Sports are always for no more kickers. Kickers don't belong in fantasy football, or at the very least, negative points for kickers do not belong in fantasy football. We talked about that last year a couple times. I know Jeff is very passionate about it. But
Jeff loves negative points for missed field, especially missed field goals over 50 yards.
They're the best. Freaking love that.
So we got some people. I mean, I'm just queuing some people got up here, guys, just in case something goes haywire.
Yeah, streaming a lot. Live streaming a draft here is not always the easiest thing. So just in case, always use your queue. Utilize your queue as much as you can. You never know with technology these days. Whole internet could crash, and you want to end up with the best team possible. And it might make your ego feel better when Yahoo gives you an A because they auto drafted the entire draft for you.
Well,
So speaking of draft grades, any do we have any thoughts on should we put any value into draft grades whatsoever?
No. Let's start talking about defensive players, though. We don't have
Okay.
much time.
uh, Zach
So
Bond, Caden Ellis, um, Alex Singleton is, I believe, still out here.
so somebody just took Jesse Bates on Atlanta. Is Caden Ellis still
Kate
He is
Nellis is
still
still
there.
available. Yes.
Still there.
okay?
Yep.
So I wonder why he would be Bates would be considered a better defensive player and come off the board first.
Let's see on my little rankings here. Defensive backs. I mean, they got Derwin James ahead of him. Kyle Hamilton from Baltimore. I mean, he just signed that big contract.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not down with defensive backs. Don't make that many tackles.
Yeah.
And
I
you
mean,
get
you
a
got to
point
hope for an
every-
interception.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like the middle linebacker approach here.
I concur.
Did
We have
Singleton
7
go
picks
yet?
until ours.
Did Singleton go yet?
No, he's still available. I just queued him up as well.
Okay. I mean, that Denver defense, there's going to be a lot of people making tackles there, but you want whoever's going to be the leading tackler on a good defense, I think.
All right, so
Although,
we got,
Caden Ellis did do well for us, and so did Zach Bond. If we got those two, I'd be happy as claim.
Yep. I concur. Ugh.
let's see. Fred Warner is always a good one to fall back on. I mean, I don't.
I don't know how good
mean,
that San
if-
Francisco defense is going to be, but
True. I mean, and then you always have the Crosby, Hutchison, Watt, Parsons. I mean, hopefully Parsons is healthy. But
Yeah, I mean, one of those top guys, they do get sacks and such, but it's 3 or 4 tackles a game.
Yeah,
you got to
that's
rely
the
on,
problem.
on a sack or two to
Yeah.
pump them up a little bit. I still think
I like middle linebacker.
is the guy.
I-
Yeah.
I agree because you got the opportunity for both. You got tackles, assists, and you got the chance for an interception.
I will say I think with that Singleton team, there's multiple teams in that division that run the ball a little bit more. You got the Chargers who run the ball a little bit more. The Chiefs even now starting to run the ball a little bit more with Pacheco. I think Singleton's might be an interesting option just because of he's going to play those guys twice a year with teams who are going to run the football more. And as a middle linebacker, that's where they're going to make tackles. So I think that's
And-
an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah, well, and there's also another bye week 12 where you set it and forget it if he stays healthy.
Yeah, staying healthy, is a big thing. But that's a good. That's because didn't we lose Crosby like earlier? We had to drop
Yeah.
him pretty early in the season
Yes,
last
we
year,
did.
Yeah.
We did.
which worked out. I mean, we ended up with I think it was Ellis after that or something.
It was Ellis or Roquan. I think one of the two. Or did we have Roquan? At
We
the
had
start?
we drafted Roquan.
We drafted Roquan.
Yeah. So
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
Olukan is a good one. Oh, I wish I would have remembered that name. That guy gets so many tackles. 12th round, 5th pick. Oh, good pick. Wow.
Great.
Yeah. So so let's get at least one defensive player, or do we want to try and get both of them on here and back? And then we got a full lineup, and then we just focus on the last 3 flexes.
Yeah,
I'm good with. I think we get the 2 defensive players. Just get them done. Line up and then just build out the rest of the depth as we can.
I like someone's comment just said, I pretty sure I blew this draft again.
So, things that you don't want to hear from yourself on draft day. I heard that from myself a few weeks ago. We talked about this. I had
All right,
one of my
so
worst drafts.
Who is our first choice? Singleton? Singleton,
Good
Ellis, or
player on
Bond?
a good defense.
It's
Boy,
just
this
awful
is
sports
so
is
tough.
on the clock.
So what is his projection? 119, 57 tackle assist, 75 solo,
Oh,
85
Ellis
solo for
projected
Ellis. Yeah, I like Ellis a little bit better. What's the Bond?
138 projected.
All right, let's go Ellis. I think
Okay,
he's got a
Nels.
higher
Yep.
projection. And then if Bond is there when we come back, we got our two guys that won us the championship last year.
Yep.
So
And if he's not there, then who was the other?
Singleton.
Singleton.
Singleton. Yeah.
Or we could go Fred Warner.
Warner was
If
gone.
he's still
Isn't he?
there.
Yeah,
Is he?
Warner's gone. He went in the 10th.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
What about Bobby Okereke, Giants?
I have not seen him, and actually, that's a good one. That defense is going to be surprising. I think
And a
those
bye week
linemen that they've
14.
got. Yeah, no, I think that's pull him up for where's his projection? 140.
140, Bonds at 138, Singleton at 119. So
Okay. Yeah, Kirky's interesting pick.
Will he? Is he going to be likely the leading middle linebacker tackler on that defense?
yes, he will. Because they got they got Carter and Burns up front, so they got a Kirky in the middle.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to help him a lot by having that much beef up front. Those guys aren't going to make a ton of tackles, but they're going to clog people up, and he should make a lot of plays. I think that's the right way to go.
Yep. I think
He's there, I
Okereke,
think it's
Bond,
okay.
then Singleton in that order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What was Bond's projection?
138.
138 to 140 for Kirky.
Okay. I mean, Philly's defense is pretty good too.
They're-
And he did make a lot of picks for it or plays for us. So,
Is there loyalty in winning?
Did we
And,
resign him?
I hate to touch it, but by week 14, then we have our two defensive players, 12 and 14.
Okay.
Or actually 5 and 14. Never mind. I'm sorry. We didn't take 12.
I'm good either way. I like them both. I like them both a lot.
Dad, your vote?
I'm leaning towards our Kirky.
I concur.
But I like Bond.
Maybe we get
He'll-
lucky. Maybe we get lucky right here, and the guy ahead of us takes one of them. It makes the decision a lot easier.
Well, in theory, he'll be on the field a little bit more than the Philadelphia guy.
That's true.
That's a very good point.
We should play, maybe make a few more plays.
That's
that guy.
good.
So I'd say let's go there, and then we go
Rack
get
up the rest of the team.
Get our flex players. We need probably at least another wide receiver. There we go. Let's make it happen.
Okay. All right. So we have what, 15 till we're up? 16? Okay.
All right. So I like the handcuff for Taylor. We needed that last year.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah.
So we started off rough.
I think we should start looking at some upside wide receivers as well.
Okay.
Did we see Braylon Allen go yet?
No, he's still there.
He's a
Now
splitter. He's not necessarily a handcuff. Someone else saying, I think he's a splitter. He's kind of like Tank,
Yeah.
only better.
Yeah. And Jeff, me and you were both aware of that. We were both Brees Hall owners last year, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we safe to say last year I was not quite a big fan of Braylon Allen, especially early in those early weeks. There's a reason my team that was Brees Hall was my RB1. I went 3-11 last year. I had Brees Hall, I had Michael Pittman Jr., I had Anthony Richardson, Rasheed Rice, flop, injured, flop. Not good. So
Why are you on this podcast then?
I don't know. Yeah. I was a participant. I was a participant in 4 championships last year. 4 championships. I was a participant in.
Blood
So
is thicker than fantasy. Blood is
wow.
thicker than fantasy, and we're all family here. We are all
Oh,
family.
there goes Stevenson. So we lost that opportunity.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think anyone's going to take our handcuff.
No, our handcuff we could probably afford to wait a little bit on.
Yep.
Um,
And Jerome Ford's a starter. Braylon Allen's there. Braylon Allen just
How
went.
long is
Never
Ford going to be the
mind.
starter for? We think.
Well, they haven't
So
signed the other guy.
So I have Braylon Allen and Jaden Blue rated higher than Jerome Ford.
All right.
Okay.
So Braylon Allen went. So he's off.
Oh, Jaden Reed's gone too.
Hmm.
We should probably look at wide receiver as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Godwin's still available.
High upside when he's healthy.
when he's healthy, it's not bad.
Jaden Higgins, I like.
Is Jacoby Myers gone?
I believe so. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that one. Oh, way up there. Wow. Woo. So there goes Jaden Reed.
Pittsburgh defense off the board, but we already took care of our defense. So that's positive.
So Legette's available. Keon Coleman's available.
I like Keon. Didn't we have Keon Coleman last year?
We
Or was it
did.
different?
Mm-hmm.
So Keon Coleman did quite well for us.
Where is he?
Oh no, he just went shit.
Ah,
He went in the last round right before we picked.
I'm gonna have to put the explicit.
Yeah,
rating
it's
on this.
explicit. Because of you, I followed your lead.
yeah.
I did it. I learned it from watching you. I learned it from watching you.
all right? Yeah.
It's a fantasy draft. They don't expect anything less.
You know, Algiers available too. That's again someone else's handcuff, not ours. But
Trade bait.
yeah.
Okay,
Godwin,
Godwin.
boo.
Boo. Yes. What do we think?
Man, Keenan Allen's still available too. Interesting. Josh Palmer. Some good names there.
Well, Palmer could be in that offense. I mean, they signed him for a reason.
Yeah. All right.
Just in case. No.
Kyle Pitts. I'm kidding. This is not the draft for Kyle Pitts. Sorry. It's one always gonna. I can't go one episode without talking to him.
Are we thinking what wide receiver?
What do you got? I mean, there's some decent running backs too. I mean, I'm still looking at. Is Trey Benson? I still see Trey Benson on my list.
Yeah.
I think you go Trey Benson if he's there.
I'm good with Trey
And he's
Benson.
there, and he should be there in one pick, hopefully.
Drum roll, please.
Well, does he have? He doesn't have Connor, right? Oh, he needs a running back though. Oof.
But he can take Rashad White or Jerome Ford.
All right, let's have it. Let's have a backup. So there's Braylon Allen and Jaden Blue also available.
This guy's running out of time.
There you go. Bateman's
Trey Benson's available. So Trey Benson, Arizona Cardinals.
I think it's not bad.
Yep.
Okay.
He looked great in the preseason. Game I attended, he looked very good.
Okay, so wide receiver on the way back, guys.
Okay.
Wide receiver on the way back, and then we take Giddens last.
Giddens last.
I think that's Let's see what receivers are left because you can't have enough wide receivers in a 12 team.
That's
with
true.
2 flexes.
And then we have Fab to deal with if he goes down.
I mean, I think running back we're fine.
I like Jaden Higgins. I like Leggett.
If Hollywood's healthy, he's still not bad.
Yeah, the problem is come week 6, they're spreading the ball between him, X,
Worthy,
and
Kelsey,
Rice. I mean,
Rice, Kelsey.
So here's your upside. This guy's the number 2 next to. Well, we already have Ridley, don't we?
Yeah, we're not. I don't want to go there.
So we're not touching that.
I like Isaac Tesla, who's on there. I saw him down there.
Yeah.
I like Trey Harris, other than he's a third receiver.
Any thought? I wouldn't draft him because he's like the third or fourth guy depending on Luther Burden. Any
Well,
from
so
Chicago?
we already have Odunze.
Okay, yeah.
So
What about
Legette's there. Harris is there. Tesla's there.
is
Keenan
Keenan
Allen still
Allen
there? Do we
still an
go? Do we go
option?
Keenan Allen?
If he's still there, I mean, I don't see how you don't pull the trigger. I mean, where's he at? Where's he at on my list?
We are talking round 15. There goes
Yeah.
Jaden Higgins.
Okay, so there's that one. That's one of my
we
personal favorites for the year.
yeah we got to get somebody with true upside in the 15th round. You can afford to gamble a little bit with somebody that's got some high.
So what do you think?
Where are we at? Higgins is gone.
Tesla's questionable, but we can.
He's not. We're not starting him week 1.
Yeah,
No, 100%.
I kind of like him.
Jaden Blue.
Is Marvin Mims still out there? Somebody take him. Oh, we got Sutton already. Never mind. Oh, it's Marvin Mims gone long.
It's not the worst thing in the. I'm kidding. I was gonna say it's not the worst thing in the world to have 2 receivers from the same team.
Yeah,
Or
that's
you,
me. Kurt.
you
Number
can
one.
do
All right,
it in your starting lineup. So
so
Allen's available.
Allen's
we like.
available.
That's for where we're at. I mean, it's not horrible, but
Or Tesla. You want to try upside Tesla?
upside it, baby.
Jakey, you're good?
Aye.
Aye. The eyes have it.
I love it.
Tesla wins. All right, so 15 picks. So we got 1 pick left. We're probably gonna go with DJ Giddens here.
Maybe. We'll see what's left. If Keenan Allen's still there, I think we snag him. He won't be there.
I agree.
But...
No, he won't. But I mean, other guys that are out there that you can take a flyer on, because let's be frank. Is Keenan Allen really going to play 17 games?
Not a chance.
Okay, so Trey Harris is lighting some things up out there. Xavier Legette is a 2, not a 3. Marquise Brown, like you said, is
well, Keenan Allen is off the board, so there's that.
Oh well, there you go. All right.
And someone just took
Browning.
Jake Browning. All right. Well, we're.
Someone's betting on Brown get hurt, I guess.
I would have taken Jackson Dart before I.
Oh yeah.
I think he looked quite good in the preseason. I think Russ is not going to be as bad. I think Russ is going to be pretty good this year for the Giants.
Yeah, but they're going to be so bad that they're going to have to put in Dart at some point just because.
I think they're going to be a little bit better than you think, Dad. I think they're going to be a little bit better. They may not win as many football games, but I think they'll be a lot more competitive in all of the games that they play. Some of the ones last year.
What does anybody think about running backs here? Anything
I think if we go running back,
eye?
I think if we go running back, we back up our guy.
Okay, so I'm going to throw counterpoint. Jaden Blue is
gone.
He's a risk. Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, he went right after. Okay, yeah, this round. Whoopsie. All right, never mind. So yeah, then I'm with you. I would say
Jerome Ford just
handcuff.
went.
Okay. So if we go running back, it's a handcuff. If we don't, we still could use upside receiver for later in the year. So, I mean, did Josh Palmer go? Oh, yep, there he is. Hi. Oh man, we're well into the tier 6 guys. Brandon Ayuk when he comes back.
I'm in upside. I mean, I know we already have Sutton. Troy Franklin, I think, has a lot of upside still.
I don't disagree with you one bit.
Ayuk, I think.
I was a fan of his last year too, coming out of college. I think his upside's great.
Yeah.
But
Ayuk's gone. Who? Franklin?
Troy Franklin. Yeah, he's still down there. He's a guy who has upside. He's gonna catch a touchdown.
He definitely does.
He's gonna catch a few touchdowns here and there, and I think Nick loves him. I mean, they played together in college, so.
Yeah, I mean we're in tier 6 and 7 now, so it doesn't hurt to take a little bit of a flyer on a guy like that.
Yeah.
And then we got Fab to grab our handcuff if we need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop him out. So Franklin, should we just kind of do that order? Franklin, Brown, Leggett.
Yeah,
Yep. I concur.
I would do Leggett over Brown. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I think Franklin's worth the risk. It's not really a risk. It's the 16th round. But Tampa Bay. 3 more picks until
Wow.
this.
So this is 12 teams, 16 rounds. This is taking an hour and
10 minutes, give or
7
take.
minutes.
7 minutes, yeah. We're about 3 minutes.
And by the time we're done, yeah, hour and 10 minutes. All right. So yeah, I feel okay. I
B.
think we've got, running back situation is set.
Yeah.
I think we got some. I think we have some depth at receiver.
Yeah, they're not all A plus players,
No.
but we got enough B plus spread across that it should be decent. And then I think most of them are upside. Not very many of them are just steady eddies. So
and hopefully, we also gotta get lucky this year a little bit better than we did last year with the. We cannot have 250. We cannot have 250 points scored against us every week. Like you can't.
All right, here we
that.
go.
Well,
there
the good news
Leggett.
is Leggett one anyway. So
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Everybody good here for the final pick?
Good upside.
Good. All right.
Of the 2025 Superflex League Just AwFFL Sports team. Select Troy Franklin.
Oregon. All right. So overall thoughts on the draft, boys.
Well, it went fast. I wish we could have taken a little more time in between picks because I think there could have been a little more analysis.
Yes.
But given the time that we were given, I think we did. We solved the things we wanted to solve. So 3 quarterbacks. Yes, 2 might be on the same bye week, but that's okay. We've got weeks to figure that out. There's a lot that happens in the first couple of weeks of the season. You get to see how things play out. Very short bench. So, you can't build a ton of depth, but I think the depth that we built has the upside that we need. So, I feel pretty good.
Dad, final thoughts?
No, I'm anxious, kind of anxious. So we got 11 minutes. We're not going to stick around for the draft grade, but I think we should get a solid B with our team, if not more. I like it. I like the quarterback situation. I think we did well. I think we have serviceable wide receivers. I love our defensive players and our defense. I think we have a lot of upside. I'm happy with it.
Yep. And so I think that's going to wrap up today's episode of Just AwFFL Sports. If you have any questions, again, email us at questions@justawfulsports. That's just AwFFL sports.com. We will be sure to answer your questions on the podcast. For Jeff Capus and Andrew Fredericks, I'm Jacob Fredericks, and we'll see you guys next week.